afterwards.
So
Adam,
what are we starting with?
We're going to start with, let's just start with the big one. Let's go with Venom. What are your thoughts on the new Venom trailer? We've got a lot of people talking, and a lot of people not very happy with the trailer.
It's pretty obvious why.
Yeah, go ahead, Adam. Tell them why.
How do you have a trailer for a movie called Venom, about Venom from Spider-Man, and not show Venom?
Okay, and my counter will that be, it is a teaser trailer.
That's true. It's a teaser trailer.
It's a teaser trailer, and Tom Hardy only finished filming his parts less than 2 weeks ago. And I think they just wanted to say, like, hey, this movie is coming out. Venom's gonna show up.
Oh, yeah.
I understand that maybe people were disappointed with... I know I kind of feel like a Marvel fanboy wearing this shirt. I probably shouldn't have worn this shirt when I'm talking all Marvel stuff. But Venom, to me, is a movie that I think a lot of people think is a bad idea in general. And then they see this trailer... and they don't see Venom, and they still don't have any reason to say, hey, my hopes are kind of going for it. The trailer doesn't tell what the story's about. It doesn't show Venom at all. It doesn't say who the bad guys are. It also
looks like partially takes place in San Francisco, which doesn't make a lot of sense.
No, I mean, it doesn't need... I mean, it's not like characters can't travel all over the place.
Well, they also didn't identify who Tom Hardy is.
Well, Tom Hardy's Eddie Brock.
Are we sure of that?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm
curious as to what the fuck he's doing in San Francisco.
Well, I mean, you never know. They can change the shit up. I mean, Eddie Brock's kind of always been a troubled guy. I mean, he could be all over the place. I mean, clearly he's talking about a relationship breakup with Michelle Williams, which, look, I know a lot of people like Tom Hardy, and I think a lot of women really find Tom Hardy attractive. Michelle Williams is, like, above where I can reach. I don't know how she would go for a guy like Eddie Brock. I can't figure that out. But let me double check. I'm almost positive that Tom Hardy is 100% Eddie Brock. I'm 100% sure about that. I just want to confirm it just for your sake. Yes, he is cast as Eddie Brock on IMDb
okay.
Which I think he's cool looking as an Eddie Brock looking character.
Yeah, I mean, I think he fits. Like, Eddie Brock's kind of, a jock, and you're right, a troubled guy, gets into
shit every once in a while. A
lot
of people are kind of worried about how this ties in with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man apparently does not, this point, show up or is mentioned in this universe.
To me, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think that this is supposed to immediately tie into the Marvel Universe.
No, it's not.
I feel like
completely separate. It is made by Sony. With not really... Marvel might have a little bit of... but it's not like what they did with the Spider-Man one. This is Sony kind of going off on their own.
Yeah.
Maybe being like... Their hand is being kind of like... like when your mom's taking you to school for the first time and she's walking you in holding your hand type of thing. That was Spider-Man Homecoming. This is mom kind of standing back and watching you walk away and seeing, do you think we can...
Yeah.
Can you handle this? We'll be here in case you need me, but... Once you go past this door, we don't know if you're
I don't
good.
disagree with you. I think that, to me, just from watching that trailer, what this seems like it's doing is creating an origin story, not just for Venom, but also for Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
Which they might eventually pull into the Marvel Universe.
Yes, I think it depends on how well this does. And
it's sort of like dipping your toes in the water.
This is an R-rated movie,
mm-hmm.
and I think they're kind of like, we don't really know. It's separate. We might treat it like how Daredevil is with, Daredevil and all the Netflix stuff. It's part of the universe, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they might say, like,
I think
wink, Spider-Man's out there, but you're not going to see Venom fight Spider-Man, at least
I don't expect it. No, I don't expect it to, like I said, I don't expect it to immediately connect to the Marvel Universe, but I feel like this is sort of like testing the water.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it goes well, and there comes a point in the Spider-Man, the solo franchise of Spider-Man where they need to bring in like the symbiotic villains like Carnage or...
I think that this is where Carnage is going to come up. They haven't mentioned it, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is where Carnage is going to show up, is in this Venom movie, or if they do a sequel to Venom. Because...
I don't think they're going to blow their load on Carnage right away. That would be stupid. That would be stupid.
It might be stupid, but who's Venom going after? Because you got to make Venom... Venom's a villain first and foremost / anti-hero, but he's more villain than he is anti-hero. Who are you
agree with you.
Who are you having Venom fight in a solo Venom film? Who are you going to possibly do besides Carnage?
Well, so I'm gonna go from the animated Spider-Man universe, where the symbiotes are brought to Earth by some government agency, like some kind of astronaut or something.
Which it looks like.
That looks like something that
kind of something like clearly something hit the ground, caused a bunch of shit, and they contained the symbiote.
Yeah. Now what I'm thinking is Venom's probably gonna go up against that government agency that's trying to kill him.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't think that there's going to be a really important villain in this film. I think it's going to be a lesser known.
The only thing that I think, well, if not this, I completely can kind of see where maybe Carnage does not come in on this part, because for all I know,
sequel maybe,
a sequel
but
maybe,
not the first film.
I 100%, I guarantee that almost all the shit that's happening in that trailer is within the first
20 minutes
of the movie. He's being checked out for cancer or some radioactivity in the whatever that
was an MRI. They're doing some kind of scan of his body.
And it's clearly when he starts going ape shit that there's clearly the symbiote's in him, and it's starting to come it's coming to take over.
I think this film is probably going to be him versus some kind of government agency that's trying to cover up the symbiote, and I think he's not going to have control of Venom in this film. Okay. Venom's going to have control of him. He's not going to...
You're the first person that's actually that I've actually talked to that even gives any possibility of what this story might be like. And that doesn't sound awful. I would much rather see Carnage, but I understand not blowing a load on it. But it's you got Tom Hardy. For how long do you have him? That's kind of where I'm kind of
I think
are they planning on making a trilogy of Venom?
I don't see a Venom trilogy, but I could see 2 Venom films.
Maybe.
I could definitely see. I mean, assuming that this does well.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to go see it.
I think it'll do well, but there are people already boycotting it because they hated the trailer. People need to just need.
I don't think the trailer was that bad. I understand that they didn't show Venom.
I didn't hate the trailer. I didn't love it either. I mean, I thought
it wasn't terrible. I'm not going to go home and write a fucking letter to my grandma. Oh, my God, the Venom trailer is so good. Grandma, you got to check this out. It's so nice. But
is that what you do with your grandma whenever you see a nice trailer?
I mean, I only got one left, so. But.
Grandma Venom's so good.
You got to see this Venom trailer. It's so good, Grandma. But, I mean, I don't think it doesn't look bad. This trailer is not an indication like the Ghostbusters reboot trailer was for me. That trailer was immediately this film is not going to be good.
Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with the women characters. It has everything to do with the incredibly bad writing.
Yeah. I like the tone. I like the dark tone that they're kind of going with this, and it's...
Yeah,
it looks like a horror movie. It feels like a horror movie,
or at least a suspenseful action
or something
movie.
That. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. I'm kind of excited for it because Venom and Carnage are 2 of my favorite Marvel villains.
Yeah.
Even though they're pretty low tier, but
getting Carnage for an R, you can't do Carnage unless it's R-rated.
I don't expect to see.
You can't do Carnage's background without doing an R-rated. Isn't he a serial murderer rapist?
Yeah. He's a piece of shit. He's
Cassidy isn't his name.
Yeah.
Cletus Cassidy.
Cassidy. Yeah, he's an arsonist, serial killer. He basically does everything that you should never do.
They do though have Woody Harrelson in this movie listed as a henchman.
I mean, it's possible.
I doubt Woody Harrelson will be a henchman. I feel like he's gonna be.
He'll probably be the government agent.
That or he'll be Cletus.
I don't know. He's not a good fit. Cletus Cassidy is rail thin.
Well, you don't need to do exactly rail thin. I mean,
I'm just saying it doesn't fit to me.
Woody Harrelson
he's not a good fit for.
There's a movie called Out of the Furnace or something like that with Christian Bale where Woody Harrelson is the bad guy and he's like really creepy and weird. It's like, if they did that, I could see Cletus.
I don't know.
But
To me, I just don't think like his physical appearance is not the character.
doesn't matter. He's
to me
gonna be
at all.
covered in a red suit if this is what they do with him,
I don't know. I just don't think that like. And again, they do show the symbiote.
Yeah, they
the
showed
trailer.
a little bit, and it looks pretty cool.
And it's the black symbiote. It's not the red symbiote. So I don't
Wasn't
think...
the red symbiote like? Was the red symbiote like its own separate thing, or I thought that the like part of the black turned and attached to him. I didn't know that the red symbiote was its own thing.
I'm pretty sure it is. Again, I'm going off the animated universe because I don't read a lot of comics. They don't hold up well, and I just don't buy them.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure they both came down at the same time. It's just the black symbiote escaped somehow
Okay.
first, and that's why Venom existed for so much time before Carnage existed.
All right. Well, yeah, I don't want to get too much into it because I don't want to get into what Venom and all that. But okay, so you kind of like the trailer.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Okay. As I said, I'm like, it's okay.
Like, it's not the greatest trailer
Yeah,
ever.
I'd much rather see another trailer, but I'm not poo-pooing on the whole thought of Venom like some people are just because they didn't like the trailer.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna see it.
All right.